In at number 10, we have Alexis Flores, a chilling figure wanted for kidnapping and murder. This ghoulish ghoul has left a disturbing trail in his wake that has caught the attention of the FBI. He allegedly committed his dreadful deeds between the years of 2000 and 2005, when a young girl tragically vanished, only to be found lifeless later on. This horrifying case sends shivers down the spine, reminding us of the darkness that lurks in the corners of our society. The harrowing tale of Alexis Flores is a grim testament to the very real monsters that walk among us, monsters that look like ordinary people but commit unthinkable acts. A terrifying example of the reality of evil, Flores remains at large, his haunting image seared into the minds of those who dare to look. Imagine, my dear fright seekers, a list of the most wanted criminals, the most dangerous and elusive outlaws on the run from the FBI in 2023. Now that's a real rogues gallery, isn't it? Tonight we'll delve into the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives of 2023. So buckle up, kiddies. It's going to be a wild ride. Slithering in at number 9, we find Arnoldo Jimenez, a figure that has been causing nightmares for the law enforcement. Wanted for first-degree murder, Jimenez makes our skin crawl with the details of his alleged crime. The ghastly act was committed in 2012 when the spectre of death visited a newlywed couple. The groom, none other than Jimenez himself, is suspected to have violently ended his bride's life only hours after their wedding. Now isn't that a gruesome twist to "till death do us part"? This macabre tale sends a chill down our spine, reminding us how close to home horror can strike. Despite the relentless pursuit of justice, Jimenez continues to elude capture, making his story all the more eerie and unsettling. Swooping in at number 8, we encounter a terrifying tale surrounding Omar Alexander Cardenas. This is not a bogeyman from your childhood nightmares, my dear ghouls, but a living, breathing menace. Cardenas, like a spectre in the night, is wanted for a series of violent crimes that have left communities shaken to their core. He's no petty criminal, mind you. Cardenas has allegedly left a trail of terror in his wake, with charges ranging from armed robbery to assault, painting a grim picture of an individual who seemingly thrives on causing mayhem and fear. But there's a twist in this sinister story, my frightful friends. Despite the chaos he's inflicted, Cardenas remains a phantom, constantly slipping away from the clutches of law enforcement, and proving that sometimes the monsters we fear are not under our beds, but walking among us. Oh, what a bone-chilling tale we weave with number 7. Let me introduce you to the grim story of Yulan Adonai Archaga Carias. Picture a figure straight out of your darkest dreams, the embodiment of the very things that send shivers down your spine. Adonai Archaga Carias is charged with violent crimes, a phrase that only barely scratches the surface of the terror he's said to be responsible for. He's not a garden-variety ghoul. Oh no, he's far worse. Adonai Archaga Carias is allegedly implicated in a series of violent episodes, his deeds ranging from brutal assaults to robberies, a reign of terror that would send even the bravest souls running for cover. But here's where it gets truly spine-tingling, my dear listeners. Despite his notorious actions, Adonai Archaga Carias remains elusive, slipping through the fingers of justice like a ghost in the wind, leaving only a trail of fear and uncertainty. It's a harsh reminder that sometimes real-life horrors are far more terrifying than any ghastly apparition. Coming in at number 6, we have a character straight out of a murder mystery novel. His name, as chilling as his deeds, is Bhadresh Kumar Chetanbhai Patel. Ah, the cruel irony of a man with such a harmonious name becoming a purveyor of disharmony and death. Patel's story is a frightful tale of love gone horribly wrong. He is wanted for the gruesome murder of his wife in a fit of rage. One day, they were a pair of young dreamers in the land of opportunity, and the next, they were the principal actors in a real-life horror show. What makes this tale even more terror-inducing is the cunning with which Patel has managed to evade the law. Vanishing into thin air after his unspeakable act, he has been on the run ever since, leaving behind a macabre testament to the darkness that can lurk in the human heart. Oh, my trembling associates! Villegas Palomino makes a spine-chilling entrance at number 5. Here's a man who has mastered the horrifying art of making life a living nightmare for others. With murder as his gruesome calling card, Palomino is the embodiment of fear itself. This cold-blooded individual is wanted for an act of unspeakable violence that will make even the most hardened soul shudder. A man's life was brutally extinguished, his flames snuffed out in the prime of his existence, all because Palomino thought it was his right to play the Grim Reaper. The terror escalates when you realize that Palomino is not just a monstrous murderer, but a crafty evader of the law as well. Despite the best efforts of the authorities, he continues to elude capture, making his freedom a chilling testament to the fact that sometimes real monsters do manage to hide in plain sight. Oh, listeners, prepare to tremble in your boots, for at number 4 we have Alejandro Rosales Castillo, a name that sends shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. Wanted for murder, he is a terrifying testament to the darkest corners of humanity. Castillo is a macabre artist, with life being his canvas and death his twisted brush. The man stands accused of a most heinous act, the theft of another's life. His grim work is not of art, but of terror, a chilling composition of life abruptly ended, a masterpiece of dread. His freedom is an affront to the principles of justice, a cruel mockery of the laws that strive to protect us. He's a phantom, a ghoul that continues to evade the long arm of the law, hiding in the shadows, leaving a cold trail of fear and unease in his wake. Ah, the plot thickens, my dear ghouls. Our number 3 spot goes to the queen of cryptocurrency herself, Ruja Ignatova. But don't be too quick to bow down, as Her Highness is charged with a massive fraud scheme, proving that deception can be far scarier than a beast in the night. This isn't your average spine-chilling ghost story. No. This is a tale of grand illusion, a cybernetic siren song, leading unsuspecting sailors to their financial doom. Ignatova, the woman at the center of it all, is wanted for her role in orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar Ponzi scheme through a virtual currency called OneCoin. She is a spectre in the shadows of the financial world, a phantom spreading a web of deceit, playing a cruel game with the lives and fortunes of innocent souls. A massive pyramid of lies and false promises, leading to her self-made throne atop the pile of the unfortunate victims' losses. Holding the macabre distinction of the 2nd spot on our list is Donald Eugene Fields II. This terrifying tale, my dear ghouls, is not for the faint of heart. The man in question is wanted for a chilling act, murder most foul. In the darkness of the night, the beast emerges. Fields, as the story goes, stands accused of committing an act that sends shivers down the spine of any mortal, the taking of a human life. It's a stark reminder, my frightful friends, that the real monsters sometimes walk among us, their malicious intent hidden behind the mask of humanity. Fields isn't a figure out of legend or folklore. His story doesn't lurk in the pages of a spine-tingling horror novel. No, dear ghouls, his tale is all too real. He is a man who allegedly extinguished a life, leaving a trail of sorrow and fear in his wake. An act that shook a community, leaving it shrouded in the grim spectre of tragedy. In the relentless pursuit of justice, the authorities seek him, a spectre slipping through their grasp. Each tick of the clock, each passing day, marks the continuation of a real-life horror story. Yet even as this terrifying saga unfolds, the beacon of hope shines brightly. Justice, though sometimes delayed, relentlessly follows the path laid by this grim tale, seeking to bring its protagonist to answer for his alleged heinous acts. And my dear ghouls, we finally reach the pinnacle of our frightful journey, our most terrifying subject yet. At number 1, we have none other than José Rodolfo Villarreal Hernandez, a man whose name sends chills down the spine of even the bravest souls. This individual is sought for the grimmest of all crimes, murder. Oh, my dear fright seekers, this isn't just an ordinary tale. Villarreal Hernandez is accused of orchestrating a horrifying assassination. Yes, indeed, he supposedly ordered the cold-blooded murder of a man, turning the ordinary act of living into a fatal nightmare. This chilling act places him at the top of our grim gathering of wanted individuals. And what makes this tale even more bone-chilling? Villarreal Hernandez is believed to be part of a larger, more sinister entity, a notorious Mexican drug cartel. This adds yet another layer of terrifying intrigue to his story, painting a grim picture of an underworld fraught with danger, violence, and ruthless ambition. The FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list is a testament to the dark side of humanity, a reminder of the evil that lurks in the hearts of some. But it's also a call to action, a plea for the public's help in bringing these criminals to justice. After all, every ghoul loves a good manhunt. And there you have it, my dear ghouls, a glimpse into the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives of 2023. Remember, not everything is as it seems, and sometimes the world can be a real scream.